Let us see how you can create further steps as soon as you receive an order via WhatsApp bot. So let us create a dedicated flow with the trigger as whenever a new order comes in. Let us name the bot first. Click on this plus icon, select the WhatsApp bot option and then start ecom bot when. So this is a trigger when new order is received. Select your appropriate channel and then click on save. Now in the next step, you can ask a question or send a message to the user in here for asking the question option, and then I'll select the option of interactive. When your bot flow turns to be an ecom bot, a new option comes here in the variable mapping section. This has data from your order, so we can have something like thanks and then the WhatsApp name for your order. Your order number is. Very important point to remember, you have only 1024 characters in total. So you can also divide this particular message in 2 or 3 blocks, and then order total is currency as well as total. You can ignore the next lines here because these variables are big, but in WhatsApp message this would come as a single line. Your product info. Now we have already created a product table variable which would combine the quantity, the product name and the price per unit for all the products that were ordered by the user. Now you can ask the user if they want to proceed or maybe cancel the order. In general, you should not ask to cancel to avoid your customers churn, but I'm just showing you how the entire flow could look like. So here kindly click below button to continue, then save. Now if someone is clicking on cancel, we'll click on this plus icon, we'll use the option of native e-commerce actions, update the order. You'll get the order ID from this e-commerce mapping, order ID, and then you'll have a field as order status, as you can update it as cancelled, and then possibly send a reply to the user, your order has been cancelled. And then you can have your upselling flow, or retargeting flow. Maybe you send them the product message again or multi-product message again, all these things from here. It completely depends on you. Now if the user selects proceed, the next step you would want to do is ask the address from the user. So for Indian and Singapore businesses only, presently, might go global in future, there is an entire address block message option from Meta. So to use that block, simply click on ask a question, and here we have address message. This only works for businesses in India and Singapore. So you can mention kindly send your address, kindly enter your address. You can select your business country, and if the user if the user has previously interacted with your bot and given you the address, they can easily select that as well if you select the option of send previously saved address. Now using this block, the bot will send the address form, one single message form, and then in the next step you can update that via the native e-commerce action, update order. Select the order ID variable from here, and you want to update the billing or shipping address, you can select. So it will automatically select the option of last incoming address message. You can also update the shipping. So please note, you are clicking the title here, that is shipping, and not any of the fields, and then click on save. Now this would only work for businesses in India and Singapore. For other businesses, how you can collect the address is, you can ask user like your city, your address, your state, and then store it in the order. How you can do it? For example, kindly let us know your zip. Please note, I have not created any CRM fields, custom fields here, because we have the variable of last text input, and we'll use that to update the order. So update the order, and then here we are using the order ID, and then as you're asking the zip, so which is also known as postcode, you can enter as last text input. So whatever user will reply here will get updated to the order billing section as postcode. You can also update the same in the shipping section, or ask user separately. So for example, the shipping postcode, sorry, last text input, I think I missed somewhere, but you can update the same in the same way. Now after this, you can ask user maybe your city. So you need to follow this step for all the address fields that you want and you want to update. We have no mandatory requirement from our end, but whatever you require from the user, you'll have to update it at your end. We have given all the fields that you can map. It can be name, it can be company, it can be address line 1 2, it can be city, state, postcode, country, email, phone. So whichever fields are important for you, you can select those, and then you can ask the details from the user and keep updating. Now once you have received the address from the user, the next step that you would like to do is possibly ask them the delivery type. So ask a question block. So you might be giving two options, that is either door delivery or store pickup. So kindly let us know your delivery time. So store pickup, and then save. Now whatever the user will reply here, we have an option of last button input. So whatever user clicks here can be updated in the order as well. So we are still not saving it to any custom field because it is not required. So update order, and then order ID and order shipping method. So I did this intentionally, that we do not have a shipping method field here. So how you can create one? Always remember to save workflow, else your data will be lost if you refresh. Now go to your e-commerce section, go to the custom fields option, and then go to orders section. Then click on create custom field, select that you're creating an order field, and then we're adding shipping method. It can be drop down, it can be date, time, multi select. You can select any one of these, but I'm selecting the text. It is the most easier one for me, so I can have any variable value in this. So you can create any number of order fields that you might want for your business, and then you can ask the user via the flow and then update that. So that's why I created an order field during this video itself, to show you how you can create a new order field. So I have created the shipping method order field, and now here where we are asking user the shipping method, we'll simply update it. Now you'll see the option of shipping method here, that is an order field, and then last button title. So whatever button the user has pressed, it will simply store it in the shipping method. Sorry, I was just reconfirming if everything I selected was correct. Now you might want to ask user how would you like to pay, or maybe proceed to payment. So let me give an option. So let us have two options, cash on delivery or online payment. So as I'm making a generic bot, I'll simply enter cash. Why? Because I've given users the option of door delivery and store pickup. If you want variables here, you need to create separate flows or separate flows for door delivery and store pickup. I have just made a general bot, so user can pay by cash or online. If the user selects the payment method as cash, you can easily update the order from here using the order ID, and then updating the payment method as cash, and then possibly send user a thank you message. Thanks, your order is confirmed. Order number, amount payable in cash, currency, and total. Now if the user is selecting online payment, we'll have separate video tutorials on how to integrate various payment gateways. We will be making tutorials for Razorpay, Stripe, PayPal, and if you have any regional payment gateway, and possibly Paytm, PayU, InstaMojo as well, but if you have any regional payment gateway that you want us to integrate, we'll integrate it and make separate video tutorials for the online payments. So how the flow would generally work: as soon as user clicks on the online payment, in the next step we generate a payment link, send it to the user, and then in the next step, as soon as the user possibly pays for it, we trigger a separate automation flow that sends a thank you message with the order details to the user. I'll simply show you quickly for now. Or I mean, for an integrated payment gateway, I think this is the one. No, sorry. But we'll be having separate video tutorials for each gateway. So if someone basically selects online payment here, we are mentioning that kindly wait, we are generating a payment link. At times it takes 2 or 3 seconds. Now we are multiplying the value by 100, because some payment gateways take values multiplied by 100. So if it is $1, they would want 100, and it might be $1.01, they'll require 101 as the value. Then we have saved the data in the custom field, we have created a payment link, and then we have sent this link to the user to pay. And then after some delay, if the payment has been received, now this works via separate flow, we send a confirmation message. You can also skip this, and if the payment has failed, means if you have not received payment maybe in like an hour, we have added a time delay here, then we can simply remind the user that we have not received your payment for the order, and then you can again add a go to step here, generating a fresh link or giving payment options again to the user. So for this particular flow might vary from payment gateway to payment gateway, but we'll have separate videos for this. So this is how you can make your flow. Whenever you receive an order, you ask user to confirm the order, you get address from the user, you update it to your particular order, and then you can ask the shipping method, update that, then you can ask the payment method, update that, or maybe generate link and collect online payments instantly. So whenever an order is received, there's an altogether separate trigger which initiates whenever a user places an order. Thank you.